Unnecessary travel was discouraged when war broke out in 1939. After all their hard work in getting passengers onto their trains, the companies now had to try and get them off. Hence the scenic pictures were temporarily abandoned during the years of hostilities. Carriage panels largely displayed subtle hints such as, "Is your journey really necessary?" or passenger instructions in the event of air attacks. A chief concern was the drawing of carriage blinds, ensuring darkness during the blackout conditions. Instructions to keep windows and ventilators closed in the event of air raids, and the usual "careless talk costs lives" panels proliferated. Ensure that the train is at the platform before alighting was another important one, especially during the blackout when it was difficult to see just where the train had stopped. One man, on the false assumption that he was alighting at his station, went across to open the door and was promptly restrained by a passenger who said, "You can't get out here, mate." He said, "I'm sorry," he says, "you must think I'm very stupid." Thinking he was going to alight on one side of the station, he went across to the other side, opened the door and plummeted feet first into the darkness. At the end of the Second World War, many locations had changed dramatically from the photographs that had been displayed in carriages. Enemy action had removed many signs and buildings. Iron railings had been donated for making weapons. The fashions and vehicles had altered, and the roads were no longer so empty. It is said that a photograph never lies, so a certain amount of retouching to photographs went on at this period, removing such eyesores as overhead power and telephone lines. No doubt in earlier days, piles of horse droppings in the roads were expertly touched out. It was impossible in most cases to disguise the effect that post-war development was having on the country, so that one year's photo could be out of date the next. The days of the photograph panels were therefore numbered. The end of the war saw the system in a very run-down state, with a large proportion of antiquated rolling stock. A colossal 14,000 passenger vehicles alone had been damaged or destroyed during the hostilities. Although, looking at the photos, some of the carriage prints seem to have survived. When the war had ended, the LNER continued their pre-war colour print policy with prolific output, using many more leading watercolour artists. Southern tried another style of format and produced prints of paintings by well-respected artists Hesketh Hubbard and Adrian Allinson. The Great Western Railway and London Midland and Scottish Railways chose to remain loyal to their many black and white and sepia photograph panels right up to nationalisation. At this time, the photographs were often produced by the railway's own photographic departments.